All right, welcome to What the Tech. You know the deal here. We cut through all the hype, all the corporate gloss to get to what's really going on. And today, we are talking about the biggest story in AI that no one in the C-suite wants you to know about.
Okay, let's just start with a number, and it is a huge one, $40 billion. That's how much corporations have officially poured into generative AI initiatives. I mean, talk about a massive bet on the future of work.
But here's the number that just blows everything up. Get this. A brand new study from MIT's Project Nanda just found that a mind-boggling 95% of those companies are seeing zero, and I mean zero, meaningful financial impact from that $40 billion. That's not a slow start. That's a complete faceplant.
So, that right there, that's the big mystery we're diving into. Why is this gigantic top-down $40 billion push into enterprise AI just completely failing? I mean, where did all that money even go? Well, the folks at MIT, they actually have a name for this. They're calling it the Gen AI divide. And it's exactly what it sounds like, this massive gap between the billions being invested and, well, pretty much zero transformative results. But the key to closing this divide, it's not where you think it is. See, to find the real AI revolution, you can't be looking at the official press releases. Nope, you gotta look underground, to this hidden world, this shadow economy that's absolutely thriving just beneath the surface. And this, right here, is where the story just gets wild. So only about 40% of companies have actually bought official AI subscriptions for their people. But, and this is the kicker, in over 90% of those same companies, employees are using their own personal AI tools to do their jobs. The official plan is failing, but this shadow movement, it's booming. So that's what we're talking about when we say the shadow AI economy. It's basically this whole parallel system that employees have built for themselves. They're just using their own ChatGPT accounts, their personal subscriptions, because, let's be honest, the official tools are either locked down or they don't work. Okay, so this really makes you wonder, right? What is so fundamentally broken about the official $40 billion way of doing things? Why did corporate AI totally fail to launch?
You know, the easy answer, the one you'll probably hear in the boardroom is, oh, well, maybe the tech just isn't ready, you know? Maybe it's all just hype and it's not ready for prime time.
Yeah, no, that's just not it. The analysis is super clear on this. The reason this is all failing isn't the tech itself. The problem is the corporate implementation machine. It's the slow, clunky, bureaucratic beast that's trying to deploy it. And I mean, you can't even compare the two. It's night and day. On one side, you've got the corporate-approved stuff. Slow, totally inflexible, obsessed with control. You know, the kind of thing that takes 6 months and a help desk ticket to get anything done. And on the other side, you've got the bring-your-own AI that people are actually using. It's fast, it's adaptable, it fits right into their workflow, and you know what? It actually works, like right now. Look, this isn't some decision that came from the top. This is a full-on grassroots revolution. Workers have voted with their keystrokes. They aren't waiting around for permission when the tool that can make them 10 times more productive is just sitting right there. The shadow economy won, and honestly, it was a landslide. But here's the thing. This is about way more than just a few productivity hacks. What's happening here? This shadow economy, it's causing a quiet but really profound power shift inside these companies. It's changing who has the leverage and who's getting left in the dust. What we're seeing is a brand new kind of internal class divide. And it's got nothing to do with your job title or how long you've been at the company. It's based on one thing and one thing only: AI fluency. So on one side of this divide, you've got the AI fluent. These are the people in the shadow economy. They are gaining this insane asymmetric leverage. They're spinning up an entire project plan in 90 seconds, while their colleagues are still trying to open the right spreadsheet. They are quietly just taking over workflows. And then you've got the AI blind. The folks stuck with the old, slow, approved tools, and they're becoming irrelevant, fast. And the consequences here are, well, they're stark. As one analyst put it, the AI fluent, they just stop asking for permission to be amazing at their jobs. And the AI blind, the ones waiting for corporate to save them, they just kind of end up irrelevant.
So, what does all this mean for leadership, for the C-suite that spent that $40 billion? It means they are staring down a whole list of deeply uncomfortable truths that, trust me, they are not talking about in their shareholder meetings. All right, let's just run through the list of their secret nightmares. First, the CIO has totally lost control of the tech stack. It's gone. Second, legal and compliance are so far behind it's not even funny, which leads to number 3. This whole shadow AI thing is a regulatory time bomb just waiting to go off. But, and here's the trap they're in, number 4. They can't just shut it down because productivity would absolutely crater. And finally, number 5. That war for simple work they thought they were fighting, yeah, it's already over. AI won.
So at the end of the day, what this all boils down to is this. The real AI revolution, the real innovation, it's not trickling down from the C-suite. It's a full-blown insurgency, happening desk by desk as individual employees just find ways around a broken corporate system to actually get their work done.
And that leaves us with one final, really provocative question to think about. This isn't just about tech anymore, is it? It's about power. So if the future of the company, the real innovation, is actually being built in the shadows by a rogue workforce, who's really in control here?